James Gray.
Congratulate him on securing this debate. We don't agree with me there's a particular problem with regard to the TA and reserve forces, many of whom are spread out across the nation. We don't actually know where they are. At least regulars have their regimental family around them, even after they are veterans. But the TA are often exposed out in the wide world, not having anyone to provide that kind of support.
Julian Sturdy.
I do entirely agree with my honourable friend, and it's also worth noting that reservists tend to actually suffer more from mental illness within if they've experienced conflict than actually serving soldiers themselves. So actually it's probably more important that we do understand where the reservists are and we can monitor that and we can target the help towards them.
James Gray.
I agree with very much what he had to say, but I have some difficulties, I think, with the notion of the establishment of a new agency to carry out the functions which existing government bodies are actually required to carry out at the moment. And will there not be a risk that if there were a Veterans Agency, the Department of Health or the Ministry of Defence would shrug their shoulders and say someone else is doing this for us, leave it to them, and actually the services received by veterans will be significantly worse than they are at the moment?
Well, there is always, I do accept, there is always a risk that if you create some new body, you are in a position that everybody passes the buck and says, well, they're sorting it out. What I am clear about, and you could get every single MP in this House would come to the House and say, I have individual examples of people in my constituencies or stories that they have heard of former servicemen, people who are genuinely and continuing to slip through the net in circumstances where they are neither aware of the individual aspects of the services that are available, nor necessarily is government as an overarching body ensuring that these people are aware.